Everyone, it's Zach back with a new mortgage video. Hope you're all having a happy Friday. So this week, for the first time in a while, we had a good week in mortgage rates, and also we had a clear reason for it. Unlike the last few weeks where it's been a little bit uncharacteristic in terms of the cause and effect, there was a clear cause this week for mortgage rates getting better, and that was driven especially on Tuesday by job openings, which came in 700,000 less than expected. We were expecting 9.5 million, came in at 8.8 million, and that had a very positive effect on mortgage rates. And in general, this week we have seen signs that the economy is slowing down a little bit, which is one of the things the Fed wants to see. And unlike the last few weeks where we've seen mortgage rates getting worse and the projections for a Fed hike not really changing, this week we saw a clear increase in the likelihood of a Fed pause at their next meeting. It had been in the high 70s to 80% range for pretty much the last month or so, and this week with this economic news, it went up to 93%. The question is, in November and December, whether we're going to see a Fed hike or continuing with the pauses right now. And that also did move. It had been actually moving all the way into where there was a higher likelihood of a hike in November than a pause. Now it is flipped back because of the news this week. But it's going to be 100% data dependent. The Fed has been very clear that they will pivot based on what data they review. And obviously, inflation is going to be the biggest driving factor this week. We had the PCE report on Thursday. That didn't really move the needle that much because it came in right as expected. But both CPI and PCE will be important. And then these reports that typically don't move the needle that much, like job openings or non-farm payroll, those, if they come in way different than expected, certainly can, as we've seen the last month or so, move the needle. So next week, the one report that I'm keeping an eye the most closely on is initial jobless claims. That is on Thursday. And again, if that comes in much higher or lower than expected, that could definitely have an effect on mortgage rates. But as always, if you have any questions, shoot a comment below, or you can always call or text me. But thanks for tuning in to this one, and hope you all have a happy Labor Day weekend. Till next time.